Hi, this video shows the snapshot of our back office. We have dashboard here with quick links to products, categories, back to the POS systems, customer database, supplier lists, as well as the settings. I'll start with the settings, which basically tells about the system's configuration, terminal ID. It could, if you have more than one terminal, then the number changes. So I can say terminal 01. Your phone number, shop, and this is what it actually posts on the prints on the receipt. We can on and off the software update based on the server settings. This is where we configure the printers. We can select the printer from our installed printer list, the thermal printers. If you want to on and off the auto print, so if you don't want the receipt to print automatically, you can simply press no. Printer type is thermal, is a default setting is thermal all the time. A barcode printer also we define as the same printer as the label printer, which is at the till. Cached wire is typically set to the machine or the printer, so we usually select the printer. It is triggered by. Once we select it, we press save. We can also configure here the VFD display, the rear display for the retail. We say on, and its default port 4 or port 2. It's typically port 2, and VFD type is LED or other. So if it is 8-bit LED, we put 8 LED, or if it is a rear display, which is a bigger display, we select other. And if it is a rear display with then we select secondary display 1 or 2. So we define it as a secondary display is 2 because it's the second screen. And we save the configuration, so that saves your configuration at the back. We go back to general tab and then we press save and close, and now we are back into it. Like I explained in our video before, we can create your user from people. We can list user and we can see who are there. We can add user. We can create a clerk, and then last name. No, we could actually say any name, say Sam, and last name is Smith. Email address, they are not important, but you can put this password of the employee should be unique, so let's put 1111. Type of employee, it is important because clerks usually do not have access to the back office where we are. Clerks usually do not have access to it, so if you need a clerk who is not going to access the back end, and you just want to restrict him to do sales, you just select as a clerk. If the clerk need to allow cash direct without a cell, then you tick this one, although it is going to save it in the log that how many times he opened the cash wire without a cell. If you want to allow them to edit the PLU, means change in the product profile, then you can allow this as well. No sell, refund log, discounts, price override, dismiss sales, stock input, all these are controlled by the admin who usually gives permission to the clerk to do it. Once we do that, we fill the necessary options. We save the stuff and it says employee successfully entered. We can also add the suppliers and customers from here as well. Some shops do credit, so that we train them in different videos. We can list customer and assign them credit limit as well. Add new. Here we can do if they have a loyalty card, we can assign the loyalty card number here. If it's a scanner, we can scan it. Category is default, active, card number, address, and everything here as well. Now report is typically your X report and your Z report is here. Simply we generate. I don't have data, so you're not gonna see anything. What you want on the Z report or X report, so you can say product group cell or service items, lotteries, clerk individual cells, expense details, mix and match. You can select what you want to see on the report, and then you can generate the report, and in this white section the report is generated. You can view the payments if there is any changes you want to make, or if there is any delete or you think they are not right. You can go to view payments and make changes, or you think no, everything is fine. You simply hit this button. It will ask save or print. You can save it or as well as you print it. All the old logs comes and stores in this section. Here you're gonna see the past or old Z reports. After you have done it, you can close it. You can also see a lot of other reports as well, daily sales report, hourly sales reports, all these options are there. So this gives you your daily sales reports. So today we just conducted one sale, to 7 sales, all totaling this. So this is your daily sales report. You have your staff report as well, your sales report. This shows you the individual product that you have sold throughout the day, or you can basically backdate it and check what items you have sold and if there is any refund and who sold how many items. So these are by transactions you can see. PDQ, if it is integrated, you can get your PDQ X and Z from here as well. You can do EOD report of your PDQ, means a chip and pin terminal, if it is integrated. Typically it is not integrated for many of our customers, but we do integrate with PaymentSense. So this integrates directly with PaymentSense PDQ reporting, and that gives you the report as well. Now I'm going to take you to quick product and category add. Categories are very simple to add. These are your categories. If you want to add a new category, just simply press add. Name of the category, if it is a parent category, you want them to be visible on the screen. If the category products are discounted or not discounted, if it is an active or inactive category. Now sometimes you want to create a category within a category, then you can select the name of the category and then you can put it under the category of anything. Like if it is a category under bakery, you can select the parent category bakery. So when you go to bakery category, this subcategory, whatever the names you're going to give, will appear as a subcategory of that category. You can change the color of the buttons of the category and the font color and then save it. Going into the products. Now these are your products, our products. We can edit a product and I can show you what we have done. See, this is a weight enabled product that is sold by a weight. So the price we put here is a price including kilo. So that's $8.99 a kilo. One very important bit in our system that we don't put points. It automatically counts the last 2 digits at points after 2 digits. The last 2 digits are basically the decimal points. It's a lamb leg. They don't have barcode. They are all sold by weight items. As you can see, it's a sold by weight. It's a variable price. We take it off because we just put it as $8.99 a kilo. There is no tax on this category. If it is a tax, then we say tax. And we say price is included in the tax or excluded in the tax. I say it's included in the tax. Let's make it to zero tax again. If it is a tobacco or any knife or any sharp item or any age restricted item that we are adding and that needs a prompt on the screen, we have to select this age restricted as well. And once we have made any changes or we completed a new product profile, we just save the button and that saves the product or edits any products. You can add image as well. First you have to add the image into the system. You can save it into the hard drive or on a pen drive. You can browse it from the computer and you can browse it from the computer and just add a picture, but we suggest not to use too bigger quality pictures because that takes a lot of space and eventually fill in the space and makes your system slower. So it's wise to either resize the picture to a very minimal image size. Example wise, I will give you an example. Our pictures are really smaller in size. That's actually used in this demo or on our software. See, these are all PNG images, background removed images. If you look into the size, it's 33 kilobyte in size. They are 115 kilobytes. There are 121 kilobytes because they are resized to a very small size as 464 by 358 pixel. So 464 by 358 pixel means it's a very small picture, background removed to make it a PNG, so it looks really nice on the screen. It's 176 kilobyte. So you can either use it or you don't use it, it's up to you, but we suggest not to use the pictures. Once we have done everything, we simply save the item, and that adds, simply just first name, scan the barcode of the item if the item is barcoded. Category we select from the list. Department will be default to you, but obviously you select from this department if it is a different department. Brand, supplier, your choice, you can add it. For fashion it works, or some cosmetic shop it works, because they can then create orders by supplier quantity as well, and see if they are running low. Product unit is sold by unit, or if it is a weight enabled product we select by kg. Product unit is kg. If it is a unit we simply say unit. Okay, so if it is a weight enabled item, it is important that we select kg. Okay, and the price we enter is the product's weight by kg. If the item is a weight enabled item, it must be visible on the screen. So we need to tick show on screen under the category. So basically if it is a meat, fruit or vegetable, when you go, you're gonna see the item name that appear as well. If it is age restricted, we have to tick this as restricted. If it is a VAT item, we select 20% VAT, and then we enter the price, so it actually calculates accordingly. Once we have done it, we just save it, and this product is added to the system.